Hi everyone, this is Daniella Cowen, and in this session I'm going to be talking with you about the importance of celebrating your successes. And what I'm also going to be talking about very closely to that is the importance of acknowledging yourself. What I find and what I've seen so often is that people don't take the time or create the space to really acknowledge themselves for what they do in their lives, who they are in relationships, what they do in their life, the things that they've overcome, what they're currently dealing with. And I think that comes from this society that we're all born into, that we're conditioned into, where our emphasis is always on the next thing, the next growth, the next action that we're meant to be taking. And alongside that, we're also, what I find and what I've seen is we're also comparing ourselves to other people. So we're measuring our successes against other people who we may deem to be more successful, maybe in relationships, maybe in career, maybe with their health. And so we don't take the time to celebrate our little successes all along the way. So I really wanted to speak with you guys today and really presence for you the importance of taking the time and space, and I recommend to do this daily, at the end of the day, to look back over your day and ask yourself the question, what do I want to acknowledge myself for? And that in itself creates something really amazing in the brain, where the more that you acknowledge yourself and the more that you acknowledge yourself for, the more that your brain will look for opportunities to acknowledge you. And you'll find that you'll create more and more things in your life to acknowledge yourself for. But it does begin with the conscious intention and asking yourself the question, what would I like to acknowledge myself for today? And I think many people are very stingy with themselves in what they are willing to acknowledge themselves for. So what I really encourage you to do when you're asking that question to yourself is, don't just look for the big things that you're okay with acknowledging yourself for, but also the little things. Maybe you went on a walk. Maybe you chose to be generous and kind with a loved one. Those everyday things, it's really great to acknowledge. And what it actually does is, what I find is most people are giving all day long, their energy out there. And acknowledging yourself and celebrating your successes actually returns some of that energy back to you. You'll find that your energy levels will feel a lot higher when you're acknowledging yourself and when you're allowing the energy from the universe to flow back into you. So it's really that balance of giving, and when you're acknowledging yourself, you'll find that you'll receive energy back to you. So that's, some of the benefits of acknowledging yourself and celebrating yourself. And when you do find that you do accomplish something that you might think is a little bigger, you may also find that you want to celebrate your success. And what I really encourage people to do is to take yourself out to dinner or book yourself into a massage. Or you may even, what I do sometimes is I ask friends and family members to acknowledge me, because I know for myself that really fills my cup back up. So I might say, can you please acknowledge me for blah, blah, blah. Like I'll actually say the specific thing. And even if they're not connected with that thing, just the act of me asking someone else to acknowledge me really fills my cup back up. So other things that I wanted to chat with you guys about in terms of celebrating your successes is just don't be afraid to celebrate yourself, the little milestones. It doesn't have to be the big milestones. And there is an opportunity in the session today to really get present to what you would like to acknowledge yourself for today. But also you can take it a step further and look over the last week, the last month, the last year, and maybe even your whole life. What are the things that you haven't yet acknowledged yourself for? What are the things that you would like to celebrate that you've done that have been really big feats for you? And maybe for other people they aren't big feats, but for you they are. So that's the opportunity of today, is to get present to those things and write down in the worksheets for today at least 3 things that you want to acknowledge yourself for today. And as a bonus opportunity, you can also choose one thing today to do to celebrate your success. That might be booking in for a massage. That might be taking yourself out for a coffee or a meal. That might be planning your next holiday and booking that in. So that's a bonus opportunity that you can do today. I hope you've enjoyed this session on the importance of celebrating your successes and acknowledging yourself. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.